You were after Persona users from the start. That's why you chose this school and tampered with Labrys's memories. And you just demonstrated how you controlled those hijackers.
So this must be the real Puppet Master.
Then, that voice who tried to dissuade me back in that classroom.
You're quite slow for a machine. Can't you tell by looking at me who that was?
So that wasn't something my heart saw? It was just a malicious whisper? The fire in my heart is stoked higher and I make a fist without realizing it. I thought this entire incident was just an unfortunate event caused by my sister's suffering. But her pain was all orchestrated by someone. This isn't her tragedy. Someone saw it too. Saw to it that this would happen. And not just to Labrys. Whoever did this tried to manipulate the pain in my heart too, by posing as my shadow. So who are they? Oh, whoops. And to top it all off, the culprit posed as everyone here to make them distrust each other, reopening old wounds. This was all an evil plan. I am not human, but because of that, I hold the hearts and bonds of others to be sacred. They saved me. They keep me going now. And yet, it tested those bonds and used our anguish for its own purpose. Our hearts were nothing but tools to it. Tools to hurt others. I see. I get it now. This roiling, violent surge of emotion. This shaking, burning, erupting sensation. I realize that this is a type of emotion which can be best described in a single word. This is fury.
Are you angry? All right, I'll play along. The show must go on.
Oh my god.
You've gone too far.
'Cause I burn my dread. I need some kick-ass Persona 3 battle music right about now.
Final.
So, this...
Going.
What the...
Persona guarding. Burst. He's hit downward. Strike. Going. Burst. He's hit. Fire.
What? Ugh! What is this thing then?
Severe impact. Emergency. No.
Shit! My Bruthona!
Heavy damage. Dash.
Huh.
Dash. Burst. Down. Downward.
Hooting!
No. Persona.
Booyah! Oh my god, so many messages. Okay. Hope there's a long cutscene, because I got like 20 messages from people. No, I need cutscenes so I can answer messages. This thing shaped like me falls to the ground on its knees. But it gets right back up with an awkward jerking motion and lets out an insane laugh. The smile on its face contrasted with its damaged limbs has the eeriness of a clown. Ew.
This is fine with me. Good enough for my purposes that I confirmed you have enough power to meet my expectations.
Good enough, my ass.
Those are the words of a sore loser.
This is only a temporary form. I doubted there'd be any meaning in changing my appearance, but sure enough, it made for a very enjoyable game. All that irritates me is having to feign cooperation with that foolish human until I obtain the one true vessel.
Whoa! All that irritates me is having to feign cooperation with the foolish human until I obtain the one true vessel. Whoa. That foolish human? That's an odd choice of words. It would seem to imply not only that it's not human, but also that it is working with a human to carry out its crimes.
I will see you in another guise next time. Just wait until then.
It let out a what? Laugh with my face. After that, it slowly fades away, dissipating into the air.
Yamagishi.
Now I am so confused beyond everything. All my theories kind of just went out the window. And now I'm so confused. Mitsuru-san quickly calls out. However,
the reading disappeared. It didn't move, it just vanished. What could this mean?
Back to square one again.
Akihiko-san lets out a heavy sigh.
Sheesh. It even had to exit on a lame, evil laugh.
Another guys, huh?
Don't even think about coming around here again!
Should we put up some talismans? I've got a lot left over from when we were putting them up in our end.
Well, even if it shows up again, it'll get double the pain we gave it this time.
Who could it be, though? How did it know about our personas?
That aside, it sure had a sneaky way of doing things. This is twice I've been kidnapped into the TV world, you know. Twice!
Their irritation is obvious. And it's only natural. They were toyed with as well, and they do not take Labrys's treatment as a tool well. But I cannot encourage them to settle a score. Akihiko-san apparently thinks the same thing.
Don't worry about it. We'll handle things from here.
Wait, but it kinda said it was still after us.
Of course. You should be aware that the enemy is out there. Akihiko only means that there is no need to abandon your lives to pursue it. We will do our best to ensure that no harm comes to you. That is, after all, our duty.
But...
Guys, let's leave this to them.
You can...
Are you serious?
They're right that we need to go back for now. You look beat.
Yu-san, aware of their situation, speaks out. Perhaps he senses our dilemma.
I'm sorry, everyone.
He nods and looks at Yosuke-san, who reluctantly gives up. Their ability to communicate through eye contact only proves the strength of their bond.
Alrighty, attention please. The trip doesn't end until we get out of the TV.
Dude, we were in the middle of a conversation. And what's this about a trip? You really gave us a scare disappearing like that. And this isn't the first time either.
It's not my fault. Or should I actually sponsor the next Miss Inaba?
Don't even think about it.
Chie-san's fist is still shaking with anger after impacting Teddy at full strength. There are times when you should, oh my god, should give it your all because it's your friend. Ah, how beautiful friendship is. I comprehend. After everyone calms down, we finally move on to the main subject. We are on the roof to begin with to leave this world. After getting everyone's attention, Teddy makes a few narcissistic remarks and clicks his heels. Then, like a magic trick at a party, some old TVs appear in a puff of smoke.
What are you doing with this ancient TV? Hang on, where'd you even get this?
It's a Teddy Vision. you can get out from here.
This TV is our escape route? Can we really fit inside?
Ooh, are you a little too front-loaded to fit? In that case, I wouldn't mind helping you squeeze.
Oh my god, Teddy, you just signed your death warrant.
You're even worse than before, you know that?
Chie-san and Yosuke-san jump in without hesitation, showing how used to it they are. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Okay. Seeing that, Akihiko-san and Mitsuru-san shrug and follow suit. Labrys's eyes are wide to see everyone getting sucked into the TV. But she doesn't look scared. Her eyes are actually bright as she glances this way. I can't help but smile at that. She doesn't need my permission to do anything. I tell her to go ahead, and she dives in headfirst with a giant grin. Although, just as I thought, her wings don't fit and she gets caught on the screen. I burst into laughter to see her legs sticking out of the TV, kicking wildly. I take off the unit on her back and she instantly gets sucked into the TV. I wonder if she landed safely. As the last one left, I turn around and take a final look. It doesn't feel like it, but it's only been a few hours since we entered the TV. And only 3 days since the hijacking. It was a horrible nightmare, but at the same time, I met some good people. But most importantly, it isn't over. The true test may be still to come. I push my toes in and slip into the TV. Wait, Aigis has toes? You do not have toes. You have, like, hooves. Like, hoof-like things. Not toes. Everyone made it back out safely. Are we gonna have some sisterly bonding time with Labrys and Aigis? When we return to the real world, I am surprised to find myself in Junes, a large department store. I have never seen Mitsuru-san so flustered. Even she could not have expected to emerge in the most crowded place in town, from a display TV at that. God damn it, stop messaging me! I am in the middle of shit! Okay, hold on. Freaking people messaging me. People fucking messaging me. Okay. Okay. But to make it back to the limousine, we have no choice but to walk through the store. Mitsuru-san in her skin-tight suit. Akihiko-san mostly naked except for his cape. Me with my mechanical parts exposed and Labras with her axe and her wings, I suppose? Not to mention Teddy. No, they're used to Teddy. Rize-san and Naoto-san are both public figures. One is an idol and the other is a detective. We made quite an outlandish considering the nature of our operation, I hope to avoid having my picture taken with phone cameras. However, as we walk along, I soon find that my fear of cameras is baseless. In fact, it is not cameras we need to worry about at all. It is the police! I find myself anxious in the completely unexpected situation. The police? An arrest would mean disgrace on an unofficial unit. And I'm sure Yosuke-san and the others would like to avoid the inside of Juvenile Hall. Everyone hastily agrees with each other and takes off at full speed. I can hear Yosuke-san and Chie-san loudly complaining about the unfairness of the world. Mitsuru-san and Akihiko-san exchange fearless smiles, though cold sweat is streaming from both their heads. Teddy and Lavra seem like they're having fun. I don't think they understand the situation. Yu-san and Yukiko-san run without a word like determined athletes. Kanji-san tries to turn and fight every so often, with Naoto-san having to stop him each time. Rize-san switches on her cell phone to find an alarming number of missed calls, which seems to be the bigger problem for her. In the end, our parting with the Yasugami High School students concludes with a brief goodbye, as well as we all scatter like birds. Oh my god, please don't tell me that ends right there. That cannot end right there. That night. Okay, we decided to stay the night in Inaba for a quick health checkup and a review of the case. After finishing the necessary steps, we decide to take an early rest. The true culprit is still out there, and Labras needs to get to a lab for proper maintenance. After 10 years of stasis, she was suddenly forced into a series of stressful battles. It would not be surprising if some of her parts are now malfunctioning. Considering that the morning traffic, we should leave early in the day. Or so I suggest, but Labras has other ideas. May 4th, the next day. Our car is parked near an intersection away from the main road. We are here to say goodbye to everyone. Labras wanted it this way. I love the Persona 3 music that they're playing. Oh my god. Sorry, cat. I am happy that she wishes to see people again of her own will. I am happy that she wishes to see people again of her own will. On the side of the street, all the people we met yesterday are gathered to see Labras one last time. They wish to say goodbye to her, but they had not expected us to contact them. Okay.
I asked if I could come see everyone. I wanted to give everyone a real goodbye.
What do you do next? Are you going back to that lab?
No. I decided I'm gonna work with Mitsuru-san and them. I want to do my damnedest to catch whoever used me to bait a trap for you all.
Alright. Then I guess the party's on hold until after everything's really over. But hey, you should come see us again anyway. Promise me, okay?
You got it.
Labras shakes hands with each of them. Even after we leave, Labras keeps waving through the rear window. Waving and waving and waving. Waving and waving and Even past the point where the human eye can no longer see her, she is still waving. After she has waved to her heart's content, she turns to see Fuka-san and I looking at her and blushes. Fuka-san giggles.
I'm glad things went well. Oh, but first, it's good to see you again. This is becoming a real reunion.
I'm not sure if that's the same voice actors or not. I don't know, it sounds a little different.
Indeed. Things are going to heat up from now on. I must get back and reallocate my staff.
I still don't know. Oh my god! Leave me alone! For blowing up my telephone.
You're including me in there, right? Every opponent I made a mistake against on my journey, I made sure to go back and get a rematch. This'll be no different.
It should spur discussion amongst the staff again about working Yamagishi into our unit.
Huh? I'm still not sure about joining any special unit.
Flustered, Fuka-san starts wringing her hand. Looking at the seat next to me, I notice Labris looking at the sky from her window.
I didn't know the sky was so blue.
Yes, you did. Oh my god. Okay, there's a deep wistfulness in her voice.
Back at the lab, they only let me out at night. But this... I feel like I've seen it once before. That same bright blue sky.
Once before? I recalled the memory relating to those words amongst the countless memories of Labris awakened within me. The sea. That cerulean sky and lingering clouds, the emerald blue water. In my mind, I placed Labris at that scene. A white figure gazing from the edge of the pier. I know this scenery. For an instant, it feels that I do. Like a knot slowly undoing itself, the lid to a box inside of me opens and something hot fills my chest. What had been only an image becomes a memory. Soon after, I understand everything. I know when Labris saw this scene. I know what she thought when she saw it. What she wished for.
Ah, I see now.
Noticing my murmur, Labris looks at me in wonder.
The scenery from your memory was the pier outside of the Yakushima laboratory.
Suddenly, Labris's eyes open in surprise.
The date was the final day before you were sealed. You made a heartfelt wish there. You hoped that your successor would make the same wish to see someone precious to them, and that meeting would take place at the pier. You dreamed that your successor would be able to go beyond that pier, to places you would never be able to see for yourself. And that even if your memories were deleted, your feelings would be passed on to the next generation.
Labris's ruby eyes begin to quiver. My words have unearthed her buried memory.
Yeah, that's right.
It was at that very place where I met the friends I have now. When I was searching for someone, I found myself naturally drawn there for some reason.
My memories return to a certain encounter. That day, on that very same pier, I met him. My dear friend.
I think it was because of your wish.
My wish? You mean the thing I wished for that day actually came true?
Indeed. It stayed alive for 10 years. Thank you, Lapras. It's because of you that I found happiness.
Huh. I didn't know that. My desires, all the feelings I got from the others, they didn't go to waste.
Tears streamed down Labras's cheeks. I stretched out a finger to wipe them off, but it was already wet from a drop on my own cheek. Mitsuru-san and Fuka-san smile at us gently. Fuka-san seems a bit teary-eyed herself.
I gotta thank you, too. You made me remember something important.
After wiping her tears, Labras looks at me, her eyes clear and determined.
There's someone I have to find. I need to meet her so I can tell her something.
I am about to extend my hand to shake hers, but it now seems too distant a gesture for we sisters. Instead, I pull her towards me and look at her face to face.
I'm sure you will. You're not alone anymore. We can search for her together.
Yeah. Thanks.
As the sun shines down, she gives me the biggest smile I've seen on her yet. Aw, that one was a good one. That one was really good. Oh, definitely one of my favorite ones. Wow, that was really good. Okay, so my previous theories before that I explained in Yu's ending and Yosuke's ending have now gone completely out the window. I have no fucking idea anymore. So, oh my god, now I don't know. Oh my god. Apparently there's like some huge spoiler in Persona 4 Arena 2. Oh, the newer trailer or something, but I haven't watched it because I don't want to get spoiled, but at the same time, I'm like, what? Oh, that was so good. That one was really good. I really like Aigis' story. I like Aigis' story as a whole. Yu's story, Aigis' story, still my favorites. So now I'm so confused. I am so confused. I mean, the only far-fetched thing is, like, Izanami comes back or something. Which, tell you the truth, even as I say it, I'm like, I don't think so. I'm just trying to think. It's like, who is this malevolent, energy person that, like, took the form of Aigis? That's what I... Shut up. Goddamn phone. So, that one was so good. And you know what? That was the only time that the protagonist from Persona 3 was ever freaking mentioned. Was at the very end when Aigis is like, that's where I met him. Oh my god. And also while I was watching it, I realized that okay. So anyway, so as I said, I just came up with this. I came up with this while during the thing, but I remembered that Aigis in Persona 3, Aigis was shut down for like basically was offline for a while, and then she reactivated herself when the protagonist for, with the presence of the protagonist from Persona 3 was near. And the thing about that is like what made me surprised is that Akutsuki mentioned that Aigis is the last of her unit. why is she the last? It's like, why is she the last of her unit? Like, was like all the other units like destroyed with with Labrys and all that? Like, well, except for like Metis. I mean, there's Metis, but I don't know. I don't know about that, because it's like, even though Metis was in the answer in Persona 3, the answer, it's just like, it's like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like when that message, for some reason in my head, when it's like that scene took me back to when Akuki said that Aigis was the last of her units, and she was the last one ever built. And so it's like her previous units, it's like, were they destroyed like Labrys's was? So I don't know. So yeah, I don't know, that just whole scene just took me back, so anyways, so oh my god. Now I'm really confused. Now I'm not sure what the main story is. I don't know whether the hacker who hacked Labrys is the same person who's working with that shadow morpher person, because I don't know if the two are working together. I don't know if the two are working together now, at least at this point. I mean, we still have Akihiko's story, Mitsuru's story, and we still have Naoto's story. So maybe I'll shed some light. I don't know. Considering that Aigis' story. See, that's the thing that bothers me about Persona 4 Arena, is because of all these different stories. It's like, what is the actual canon story of the Persona universe? It's like, what is the actual story? Like they have a main story and then they changed it a little, but so, but I don't know.
This program was brought to you by the following
Thank you,
sponsors.
Aigis-san. Alrighty, so that was Aigis' story down. Aigis' story down. Akihiko, Mitsuru, Naoto's.
Welcome to the Velvet Room. This place exists between dream and reality, mind and matter.
I unlocked Elizabeth!
Why don't you introduce
But I
yourself?
can't play hers. Oh my god! I unlocked Elizabeth! But I can't play hers until I beat everybody else's! Hooray!